All right, boys. It's time for a video I had saved for quite a while now, and one I wanted to go plus ultra in, so to speak, before I released it. I'm talking about Jump Force, the recent or soon to come out fighter that basically includes all of shonen for the past 20 years or so. And what made me drop this now was the release of both the story mode and, more importantly, Deku for My Hero Academia finally being announced. The two biggest anime holdouts I could think of that people have been clamoring for was My Hero and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which we'll talk about today. I presume since this is coming out February 15th, apparently, and let's see, they plan on going to Pat South Bandai Namco rather, January 18th through 29th. I presume you'll see JoJo's announced around that PAX event, saving the best for last, of course. And with I presume initially I thought it'd be only two characters announced. It'd be, of course, Jotaro and Dio, the two most popular. But now I'm not so sure because of the simple fact that they had 800,000 damn Dragon Ball and One Piece characters. Of course, the most popular shonen of all time. But at the same time, who the hell needs who's a Boa Hancock and Piccolo, Cell? I I mean I can't judge many One Piece characters because I don't like watch One Piece, but Boa Hancock is absolutely not. You could have added Nami before you added her. Anyway, back to the topic. So I was here to discuss how I thought Jotaro and Dio's moveset would play out. Now you may have a couple more additions later down the road, but these two are the most popular ones, the most important ones to discuss. So I'm going to start with defining how move sets work in Jump Force. So I believe you have like a string of like button mashing combos, right? Like square, 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 triangle, square, uh, dot O X triangle. You get the rest. But the most important parts are the specials. For example, we have what appears to be three specials maps for any given character. Now, this list seems to be very roughly sketched out from the beta that came out a couple months back. But I mean, I don't expect like the world to be different as far as the world, no pun intended. As far as these specials go, I don't know why Eyes only has one. That's weird. So three specials, a transformation, and an ultimate. It seems like they have some characters have a grab, some characters don't have a transformation like Eyes and just different variations it seems to each move set. I'm gonna presume that it's not just excuse me a missed work by this by whoever made this list. I'm gonna assume that just some people have different lists, which makes it a lot easier because I was under the assumption that every character had to have a transformation. So I was trying to think of a Dio transformation, and I was thinking like, well, maybe he goes from Vampire Dio to the World Dio, but that wouldn't exactly play out right. I feel like there's really no cross. I mean, you can easily have all the Dio Part One powers on Part Three and not need Part One. So I don't think that'll be the case. I think having no transformations makes it easier. You just put in Part Three Dio. As far as Jotaro goes, it probably is going to be the same. I don't see him having a transformation for Jotaro unless you want to count Star Platinum World as a transformation. But I mean, like, why would you? You know. And with the inclusion of ultimates, here's how I see it going. Let me just get to the point. So for Jotaro, I see a special one being Aura, which, obviously. I see as part a special two being probably some usage with Starfinger because that's his only other special move really. Um and you have to have a third special that looks like it, at least as a hero. Uh What could they do with that? Maybe another kind of punching combo. See, this is why I brought this up. His Eyes Over Heaven page. With this though, you only have Star Platinum, Star Finger, well, Star Platinum. I think it's just Aurora, and then like Time Stop. The way I see it going with him is that okay, I see his ultimate being Time Stop. Star Platinum Zawardo. I don't know what his third special could be. Maybe just another Stand Rush variation. There's not really much specials as far as these guys go. And moving on, I don't know, like I said, I don't see him having a transformation. It's just gonna be like Time Stop basically. With Dio, it's a similar situation. Dio, I pulled his page up. It's a shame no one like actually putting out a move set of Eyes Over Heaven like combos because with this you have, so I can just try to emphasize it. You have four actual like unique moves. I say with quotations, unique moves, the ultimate, and then like powered up versions of both the stand rush and basically another like a type of attack usually. It's projectile for most characters, but I don't think Jotaro's Eyes Over Heaven character had a projectile, if I remember correctly. I haven't played Eyes Over Heaven like a month, so I don't exactly remember everything. But it could be a projectile, but I don't remember when Jotaro used one. So we go on to Dio. It's a little bit easier with Dio to kind of print out three specials, just because he also has a vampiric transformation version. So I see his first special being, of course, Muda 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 Muda, which is just another stand rush. His second, let's see, what else could Dio do? Dio, what else did Dio do in the? It's kind of just like Jotaro, honestly. He didn't have that many moves other than Muda Muda in part three. It's really weird how like they somehow made a collection of. Let's see, we can skip ahead to Dio's. Let's see. Okay, so this is Dio. Dio also has four moves because there's some characters that have like two or three. I don't know how they gave Dio four moves. I presume it had to be like teleportation, kind of like based on Zaward though. All right, so here's how I see it working for Dio. You can't make time stop a normal move, right? But his ultimate move pretty much has to be Rotorola. There's no other option. Like, it has to be that. I can't even perceive anything else being. It's been his special move in every single other game he's been a part of. So I could see them having like some kind of teleportation based off of Zawardo, like a little short time skip that he can move off of. I don't know if there's anything else like as broken as that could possibly be, just teleporting ridiculously. This, of course, doesn't have every single character that's been in the game or announced, but I don't see anything as insane as as time stop. Uh, what would be similar to that though is if they gave eyes and Kyokusoi Getsu. Let me see something real quick. I want to see. I feel like Aizen has another special move. I compare Dio to Aizen because like both of their like best moves are pretty much non-combatary, but can be used for combat. But I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem like they gave the boy, the man himself, Aizen anything special, which is unfortunate because Aizen deserved a lot more than that. But yeah, I think that's about all I can see. My only last tidbit I'd add to this video is that like I kind of hinted that I think people, or we could see more people from JoJo's added at one point or another, just because like we think about it, there's a couple other like I don't know if Japan sells and stuff like that, right? There's a couple other like fan favorites in the JoJo world. Off the top of my head, like no like assumptions or anything. I could see them adding Jonathan, who was in All Star Battle, I believe, or he was in not All Star Battle, the Jump Force predecessor, VS Jump Stars, I believe it's called Victory Jump Stars. He was in that, or at least he was in the data, I believe, and it was him and Dio, I believe, back then, right? So I could see them going that route. I don't think Jonathan is as crucial to to the success of JoJo as he used to be. It's pretty much like Jonathan took a lot of that out. So they had Jonathan and they had Joseph. I didn't know they had Joseph in there. I never owned this game. I just played it. I didn't know they had Jonathan and Joseph. So they had Jonathan and Joseph, and then Dio was just like in the data, I believe. Hmm. Okay. I don't think they'll have Jonathan because Jonathan. I mean, there's no reason to have Jonathan and Joseph really. I mean, you could have one or the other. I don't think you need both. Um, I don't think they're gonna give too much love to like the non like top tier shonen, but I could see them adding a couple JoJo's. Let's say they add. I think people love Josuke. I could see them adding maybe Josuke and then Yoshikage together, and then maybe add Jonathan and like an extra skin for Dio that could be part one. I don't know if that's possible. Um, but they could do that. Instead of giving, I guess it'd be lazy, but instead of giving Dio like a whole other character, they just give him like a skin, and it looks like Dio part one, but he still has like time stop. It'd be lazy, but I could see him doing that. But yeah, that's all I have to talk about. I'm really hyped for JoJo's main announcement whenever it does come out. I don't think they have too many more shonen that are on the back burner at this point that they haven't announced.